I'm serious. If you're happy being average, or if you're okay with a 6-hour screen time and zero progress on your goals, close this video. This is only for the 0.1% who are ready to actually fix their focus. Did you know the average human attention span is now shorter than that of a goldfish? Scientists say a goldfish can hold a thought for about 9 seconds. The average person, scrolling through a digital feed, now gives up after 8. This is not just a curious fact, it is a warning sign. It reveals a quiet crisis happening inside our minds. In a world overflowing with information, the ability to hold your attention on a single, important task has become the last true superpower. It is the one skill that cannot be automated, cannot be outsourced or easily copied. It is the foundation upon which all meaningful achievement is built. Yet for most, this power remains dormant, lost in a sea of constant digital noise and endless distraction. This is not a personal failing. The world you inhabit was deliberately engineered to fracture your focus. Every notification, every endless scroll, every breaking news alert is designed to pull you away from the present moment. These systems profit from your divided attention. They thrive when you are jumping from one small, unsatisfying task to another. They win when your mind becomes a whirlwind of half-formed thoughts and unfinished projects. The result is a pervasive feeling of being busy but not productive, a sense of running in place. You feel the mental exhaustion, the brain fog that settles in at the end of the day without understanding its true source. This is the state of the modern mind, the 99% trap. This constant context switching comes at a tremendous cost. Neuroscientists call it attention residue. When you switch tasks, part of your mind stays stuck on the previous task. Even a quick glance at an email can degrade your cognitive performance for the next 10 to 15 minutes. It's like driving a high-performance car with the emergency brake engaged. But a select few have found a way out. They are not superhumans. They do not possess a secret genetic advantage. They have simply understood a fundamental truth. True power does not come from doing more, but from doing less, with more focus. They have built a defense against the noise. They have learned to cultivate and protect their attention as their most valuable asset. This allows them to learn complex skills, create valuable work, and solve difficult problems while the rest of the world is lost in the shallow waters of distraction. They are the 0.1%, not because of their innate talent, but because of their deliberate practice. They have turned focus from a fleeting state into a permanent discipline. The escape from the storm is not about finding a better app or a new productivity hack. It is about adopting a fundamentally different philosophy. The 0.1% do not try to manage every distraction. They choose to eliminate them. They use a simple, powerful mental model, the 0.1% focus filter. This is not a tool. It is a ritual. It's a conscious process of identifying the single most important activity and ruthlessly protecting the time and space to execute it. It declares not all tasks are created equal. Choose the vital few, not the trivial many. The focus filter, singular commitment. Instead of juggling 5 goals at once, select one. Instead of scattering energy across 10 small tasks, dedicate a concentrated block of time to that one goal. Radical simplification creates clarity. It removes the mental burden of deciding what to do next. It silences the internal debate over competing priorities. One clear objective plus protected time frees your mind to solve problems, create, build. There is a secret that the 0.1% understand about deep work. It is often boring. The initial excitement of a new project fades. The work becomes a slow, methodical grind. This is the boredom barrier. It's the point where most people give up. When the feeling of monotony sets in, the 99% reach for a distraction. They open a new tab. They check their phone. They find an excuse to get up and do something else. They seek the easy dopamine hit of novelty. The elite, however, do the opposite. They have learned to sit with the discomfort of boredom. Boredom is not a signal to stop. It is the gateway to mastery. Scrolling through a social media feed is endlessly novel, but produces nothing of value. Writing a chapter of a book, refining a piece of code, practicing a musical instrument involves intense repetition of similar actions. It can be tedious, but this is precisely where breakthroughs happen. When you push through the boredom, you force your brain to forge deeper neural pathways. You start to notice subtle patterns you would have missed. Your skills sharpen from good to great. The ability to tolerate boredom is a competitive advantage in a world addicted to stimulation. It is the soil in which deep insights and true craftsmanship grow. You now have the map. You understand the 99% trap, the relentless storm of distraction it creates. You have the blueprint for the 0.1% focus filter and its practical application, the 90-91 rule. The path to mastery runs through the uncomfortable boredom barrier. You have the plans to construct your own focus fortress. Subtitle overlay: Focus. The final variable is you. Continue as a consumer of information or become a creator of value. If you want to leave the 99% behind, subscribe to the 0.1%.